Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm MrsRoSwifty and today I'm doing something a little bit different. You might know me from doing the Black Widow challenge, which is still happening, and I actually uploaded another episode today, episode 8, so please catch that if you haven't. But I thought today I would do a little build. I haven't done a speed build on here since I built Mindy a house for Black Widow challenge, but I love building in The Sims so much, and I just really wanted to build something useful. The one thing that I find that I just don't have in my game that I really want is like places to take families. Like I do a lot of family gameplay, and particularly like families with toddlers and young children, and especially for like birthdays and events and things. There just doesn't feel like there's anywhere to take them. You can take them to a restaurant or whatever, but it just doesn't feel right. Like if you're a child or a toddler and you're having a birthday, you're probably not gonna have it at a cafe. You're gonna have it at like a children's play place. So that's what I wanted to build today. I decided to go with a pirate theme. So yeah, that's what we're building. I think I called it the Pirate PlayShack in the end. It's got dedicated areas for toddlers to play in. It has toddler beds, it has toddler potties, it has lots of stuff for kids to play with as well, and it is actually a cafe. That's the on the sort of gallery, it counts as a cafe, and it has like a whole cafe little area as well. So it's a perfect place to bring your Sims for their birthdays. Just a bit of fun really, especially if you've got a toddler that's becoming a child, because if you've got a place like this, you've got somewhere for them to play before they blow out the candles, and then you've also got somewhere for them to play once they have blown out the candles. So I really hope you like this. I really hope that you might want to download it and put it in your game. I will try and link it below. If I don't link it below, then you can find it on the gallery under my username, which is MrsRoSwifty. I'll upload it there. So yeah, I really hope you enjoy this build. Actually, it brought back memories for me. So I remember when I was a little girl, I must have been really quite young, maybe like 7 or 8. My parents splashed out and let me have a birthday at one of these like soft play places. It was so much fun. I remember it so much. And I think that one was like a sea themed one, or at least the room where we had like the cake and stuff was a sea theme. Yeah, that was so much fun. I remember all the photos, and yeah. Anyway, so you can back to the build quickly. You can see me here putting in like a half wall with a pet door, a doggy door. Now I don't know if you know this, but toddlers can actually go through those doors. They can go through doggy doors or whatever. So I thought that I would put that in there, so it's sort of like an exclusively toddler area. I wasn't sure if it was going to work. I wasn't sure if the toddlers were going to be able to get through there, but we do play a test it and it does work. So that's really, really cool. I'm just basically picking out at the minute everything that I want to put in for the kids and the toddlers to be able to play with. There's going to be plenty of stuff. So we've got like a little doll's house here. We're going to put in, right here, we're going to put in like a reading nook, and I can kind of imagine this is a sort of place where you might actually have like a reading session where you have somebody come and read a story to the children. So I actually end up putting like little cushions around and a little rug, so it's like this little kind of reading area where you might have story time with, you know, so and so or whatever. So I thought that was quite cute. Yeah, that's what me doing that just there. So yeah, I wanted to make sure that this build had everything that you would need for your family if you were bringing them here for a birthday party, or even just like a day out. Like, it's something that I really think is missing in The Sims 4 is like days out for families. I mean, sure, you can take them to the park, but there's very little else that you can do, because there's obviously not that many activities for toddlers and toddlers and children in The Sims as much. So that's obviously the big pirate play area, and I definitely wanted to get that in. And I thought what would be fun is to have it in this sort of own little area with some sand, and then put in fountains as though it's like even like, you know, on the sea or whatever. And I just thought as a kid that would have been the most fun. Obviously not entirely realistic, because if that was, you'd have to obviously put your swimming costume on or whatever, but you could have your Sims change into their swimming outfit before they go and play on the pirate ship. You know, that's not unrealistic. There are toilets here, so they could change there. I didn't put a specific like changing area, but there are toilets, so they can change there. So I'm just seeing what I can fit in the toddler area there, and I managed to get in the ball pit and the slide, and they do both function, as well as a couple of little the massive stuffed animals that they can talk to. So I was just here, I was specifically looking for the cover. I think it comes in one of the kids stuff packs, but it's one of the ones that's like an outdoor, that one, yeah, the outdoor cover, and it looks a bit like sails, I thought, and I was thinking that that would be quite cute to put over like the little toddler area. So I spend a little while kind of faffing with it and trying to get it in the right position, and I end up putting it so that actually some of the bits stick out the back, but later on when I go around the back I just cover it up with some trees and bushes. I actually lost a little bit of footage at the right at the very end, but it's only me doing like the car park and the landscaping, so you don't miss very much, but there are screenshots at the end so you can see everything everything that happens. So this is me putting in the little area for the toddler beds. Obviously this is not that realistic, you probably wouldn't have toddler beds at a place like this, but just for in terms of Sims gameplay, I know like so often you've gone somewhere and like within 10 minutes your toddler's like exhausted and crying and you just have to like take them home or whatever. But I thought if I put some little toddler beds here, then it's just a bit more functional, like you can bring your family and your tots can have a little nap if they need to have a nap. So again, I'm just, so this is sort of, I sort of wanted to keep that other fenced in area just for the toddlers, so this is more like the kids area. I end up doing something really cool with the puppet theatre, making like a little audience space with some lights, and I really like the way that came out. I was just deciding which craft table is the most sort of piratey, I suppose. We've got so many craft tables. Sorry, I don't know if you can hear that. It's just my little girl waking up, but she'll be okay for a minute. Yeah, so I really hope you like this build. Like I say, if you want to download it, I'll link it below. Or you can find it by just searching me on the gallery, MrsRoSwifty. There's a few different things on there. I don't know if there's anything else that you might want to download, but yeah, I just thought I'd do something a bit different, do a little bit of a build. I hope you guys are having a good week. Yeah, it's been kind of uneventful here. Obviously, I don't know when you're watching this, but at the moment we are in lockdown, our second lockdown in the UK. So it's not quite as stringent as the first one, which is nice. So we can still kind of go out to the park. Parks are still open. Shops are open. A lot more of the shops are open as well, like garden centres and stuff are open. Not that I've been to any garden centres, obviously trying to stay safe and follow the rules as much as we can. But if you don't know me already, like I say, my name's MrsRoSwifty, and I actually have a little girl who is nearly a year old now, so she's basically been a lockdown baby. But we've been trying to make sure we get out of the house and go to the play park. I went to the play park this morning with a friend. Was obviously allowed to meet up with one other person, so we went for a little walk and went to the play park, and she got to go on the swings. Not my friend, my daughter. Got to go on the swings and stuff. She's still kind of at the age where she's not walking, so a lot of the stuff at the play park she can't really play with yet, but she really likes the swings, and there's a couple of other little bits that she can go on. So here I'm just kind of deciding what lighting to put in. I've got those big chandeliers, but where the platforms obviously bring it up a little bit, so I had to size down the chandelier so that it wouldn't just look ridiculous. I decided to put some night lights in the toddler area, in their little sleep area, and I put in some speakers as well. I thought that you could like find speakers that like specifically had like lullabies or whatever, like one of the stations, but I couldn't find that, so I ended up just putting in some speakers. But if you visit this a lot with your Sims, you should be able to just change it, so you could change it to lullabies, because I figured that it's going to be quite loud, and obviously there's open archways into the sleeping area, so I thought maybe you could put the lullabies on, and then that would help the Tods to sleep, I think. So I'm really sorry if you can hear my little girl in the background. She has just woken up for her nap. I'll go and get her in a minute, but she'll be okay for now. So in a minute I'm actually going to add in the toilets. I did, for some reason, when I was building all of this, I completely forgot about putting toilets in. So, oh yeah, but there's flags up there. I think they look really cool, actually. I think they really kind of add to the piratey pirate ship theme. So it's me putting in a few windows. But yeah, in a minute I'm going to add in some toilets at the back of the building. And I make sure I put toddler potties in, and there's actually a bin in the toilets as well, because I used a lot of builds I see don't have toilets and bins, but that's obviously something really realistic. You would definitely have toilets bins in a toilet in real life. So you can see I'm not 100% comfortable with platforms yet. Obviously they've only very recently came out, and this was one of the first times I played with them, actually, so you have to bear with me a little bit. There's a few moments in here where I'm kind of faffing around, I'm not sure what I'm doing, so I managed to figure it out. So here's me putting the bin in the toilet, like I was just saying. Obviously one with a lid. yeah, so I'm going to start on the cafe area in a minute. I think I'm just going to put some potties in. Yeah. I decided to go with the little monster potties because I thought they could kind of be like octopuses or whatever, which kind of goes vaguely with the pirate theme. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this build. Yeah, this is my first, like I say, since I did the house for Mindy, this is my first sort of speed build. So do give me any feedback if I'm talking too fast, or maybe I need to, I don't know, do something differently, then do let me know, because yeah, I'd love for you guys to enjoy these videos. I want them to be enjoyable. I want you to want to watch them. So I really hope you guys are having a good sort of lockdown, or if you're not in lockdown anymore, if you're a different part of the world, then I hope you're having a good time, whatever you're doing. Yeah, it's been a long couple of weeks already here in the UK, so we've got a couple of weeks to go before lockdown's supposed to ease. I'm really looking forward to Christmas, and it's my little girl's birthday, her first birthday, coming up next month. So yeah, it's a big time of year. I'm quite kind of both excited and anxious about it, because obviously we don't know what the rules are going to be like over Christmas. So I'm just really hoping that we'll be able to spend it with my family. Yeah, usually my husband and I alternate each year which one of our families we spend Christmas Day with, and we spend Boxing Day with the other one. We're really fortunate to have both of our parents in like very local. So last year we spent with Mark's parents, my husband's parents, and that was our daughter's first Christmas. She was like literally just over a week old at that point. So I really would like to spend this Christmas Day with my parents and my siblings, just because, oh yeah, I miss spending Christmas with them. So that I'm really hoping that the rules are lifted enough that we'll be able to go and do that. That would be really, really nice. Yeah, so we have been able to see them a little bit, like I say, because they're local. We don't have to travel at all to go and see them. And they actually looked after Phoebe, my daughter, for me the other week. Which actually earlier in the week, which was fantastic. It was literally just so I could get some housework done, because the house has become a bit of a tip. But there you go, I managed to get a lot done, so that was good. But yeah, you can see me now. I'm just doing the pirate ship on top of the build. I really wanted it to kind of stand out. Like these sorts of places usually they look just like an industrial building. They've got very little on the outside, or they're very heavily themed. So I wanted to go with heavily themed. I decided to go for the sort of two-tone blue wallpaper because I thought it looked more like the sea, like how it gets darker as it goes down. And I just think it would look better than just one block colour. So you will notice, and I noticed as I'm watching this, that one of those windows on the front there is not evenly spaced with the other one. I do fix that, don't worry. Before I finish the build, I fix it. In fact, I think I might have fixed it off camera, so you'll have to wait for the screenshots to believe me that I did fix it. I really wanted to use that big sort of sculpture-y, watery thing, but I just couldn't get it to fit properly, so yeah. Here we are, not much longer on the build now, and then we'll get to the screenshots. This is just me sort of finishing up the outside. I end up putting some fountains on the roof as well, which I know is not that realistic, but it's The Sims, so I wanted it to look kind of cool and like it's a real kind of pirate ship sort of place. And some big fountains. Yep. So I do add in a few things, like I say, off camera. So I add in a car park. I change the front like entrance a little bit. I don't actually change like the door or anything, but I just adjust. You'll see me in a minute putting the path in and stuff, and I change that just a little bit off camera. I also put in a door right by the cafe bit, by the counter. For like a staff entrance, and then it goes outside, and there's like a little bin area out the back as well. So you'll see all that in the screenshots. But yeah, I'm really sorry that I couldn't include it in the video for some reason. When I was coming to just finish off the build, that my recording software decided it wasn't going to record, and it didn't want to record it. So I just had to do it and then take screenshots of it. So yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed this build. Let me know if you want to see more builds on my channel. Like I say, at the minute I'm mostly doing the Black Widow challenge, but I'm more than happy to do some more builds if you like this kind of thing. Oh yeah, this is a sort of last minute thing. I decided to put in like a DJ booth, because if you're having a party you might want to have kids sort of dancing and stuff. So yeah, just, oh, I'm going to put some balloons up here as well, just sort of, just doing the finishing touches. But like I say, if you like these sort of build videos, then please let me know and I'll do some more. Yeah, I like building these sort of things that are kind of themed or a bit different. I do build houses, obviously, and I enjoy doing that, but not as much as I enjoy sort of these kind of builds that are a bit more creative and fun. So yeah, here we go. We're in the screenshots now. So this is what it ended up looking like. There's the car park at the back, and that's the inside. Yeah, our little toddler sleeping area over there, our little reading nook, story time. Yeah, the little toddler area with the ball pit, and yeah, I added in another ship's wheel there because I thought that'd be fun for the kids to play with. Obviously in The Sims they can't actually play with it. I thought that was really cute, my Sims mum watching her doing the puppet show. So yeah, these are just like the final screenshots of our little girl playing on the pirate ship there, and there's the toilets. There we go. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. Again, let me know if you want to see more, and subscribe if you want to see more content. Please go and check out the Black Widow challenge if you're interested, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.